Section 4 of Birds and All Nature, Volume 4, Number 3, September 1898, by various authors. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recorded by Lois Beachy Yoder, Charlotte, North Carolina. Birds of All Nature, Chapter 4, The Herring Gull. Just how many species of gulls there are has not yet been determined, but the habits and locations of about 26 species have been described. The American herring gull is found throughout North America, nesting from Maine northward and westward through the interior on the large inland waters, and occasionally on the Pacific, south in winter to Cuba and Lower California. This gull is a common bird throughout its range, particularly coastwise. Colonel Goss, in his Birds of Kansas, writes as follows of the herring gull. In the month of June, 1880, I found the birds nesting in large communities on the little island adjacent to Grand Manan. Many were nesting in spruce treetops from 20 to 40 feet from the ground. It was an odd sight to see them on their nests or perched upon a limb, chattering and scolding as approached. In the trees I had no difficulty in finding full sets of their eggs, as the egg collectors rarely take the trouble to climb, but on the rocks I was unable to find an egg within reach, the eggers going daily over the rocks. I was told by several that they yearly robbed the birds, taking, however, but 9 eggs from a nest, as they found that whenever they took a greater number, the birds so robbed would forsake their nests, or, as they expressed it, cease to lay, and that in order to prevent an overcollection they invariably dropped near the nest a little stone or pebble for every egg taken. The young gulls grow rapidly. They do not leave their nesting grounds until able to fly, though half-grown birds are sometimes seen on the water that by fright or accident have fallen. The nests are composed of grass and moss. Some of them are large and elaborately made, while others are merely shallow impressions with a slight lining. 3 eggs are usually laid, which vary from bluish-white to a deep yellowish-brown, spotted and blotched with brown of different shades. In many cases where the herring gull has suffered persecution, it has been known to depart from its usual habit of nesting on the open seashore. It is a pleasure to watch a flock of gulls riding buoyantly upon the water. They do not dive, as many suppose, but only immerse the head and neck. They are omnivorous and greedy eaters, scavengers of the beach, and in the harbors to be seen boldly alighting upon the masts and flying about the vessels, picking up the refuse matter as soon as it is cast overboard, and often following the steamers from 30 to 40 miles from the land, and sometimes much farther. They are ever upon the alert with a quick eye that notices every floating object or disturbance of the water, and as they herald with screams the appearance of the herring or other small fishes that often swim in schools at the surface of the water, they prove an unerring pilot to the fishermen who hastily follow with their lines and nets, for they know that beneath and following the valuable catch in sight are the larger fishes that are so intent upon taking the little ones in out of the wet as largely to forget their cunning and thus make their capture an easy one. Very large flocks of gulls, at times appearing many hundreds, are seen on Lake Michigan. We recently saw in the vicinity of Milwaukee a flock of what we considered to be many thousands of these birds, flying swiftly, mounting up and falling as if to catch themselves in wide circles, the sun causing their wings and sides to glisten like burnished silver. End of section 4.